Hello everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It's been a while, but as you know, there have been a couple updates to the game, a lot of them. We have Joker out, and the Stage Builder has been released. A lot of people can share them online, and that's very cool. A lot of creativity has been going on through the community, but I've been checking the creative side out of it, and I've been building a couple maps of my own. So today I wanted to check out instead of sharing them online, let's check out the maps that I made. I made a couple maps for my own enjoyment, basically, and hope that we can let's talk about them because I really took a lot of time to build them. So the very first thing I did was because the stage builder is a lot similar to building in Minecraft. I feel like because if there's something you want to do, you can do it. So pixel art, anything like that is going to work in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So I decided to start with a rendition of the Hoenn map. As you can see, we have the Pokemon Emerald, Ruby, and Sapphire map. It's pretty cool. The problem is the stage capacity is at max. So you'll notice that I started over on the left, and then I got over to the right, and I ran out of materials. So I really tried to make this map as cool and as accurate, really accurate as it was, but I ran out of materials. So it depends on your knowledge of Gen 3, but you could play Oraz if you want. You know, we start down there in the little, like the wood is the town, the sand becomes your routes where you walk, the green is the entire island, the blue is the water, and the dark blue is where you can dive and surf. And you can take the ships and go across places. So, you know, you go through the towns, you get your Pokemon, and you see your dad, and then you get a gym, and you go down to the Gym 2 Broly, or not Broly, but you go down there and come back up to the third leader. Sorry, the third leader. Get your gym badge there. Go to Flannery. Go to Winova. You get the Psychic Twins, and then I just wish I wish I had enough to connect the islands to the mainland, but they kind of just exist because yeah, there's a couple of gyms in there too. Like there's more than just this one island, and then there's the Elite Four, which is this little smaller green bubble. So there's, you know, I wish that I could have put more islands, but those two islands alone are good enough to summarize the point. Like, you get to the islands and then you go to the Elite Four and the champion. Pretty cool. The cool thing about Oraz is that you can fly around the map. So yeah, it's pretty neat. I think it's a good build, honestly. I just wish I had more. If I had more capacity, it'd be complete and I'd really like it. And of course, like the thing is, I ran out of capacity, so the only thing you get for playing is the little marble. I've not made any attention to it because it's not actually the part of the stage. It's actually where you stand and fight. You stand and fight on the little marble, and that's it. If I had more materials, it'd be more interesting, but I didn't. I kind of ran out because it was very specific. A lot of small details going in and out. Yeah, the Kyogre and Groudon aren't given a space, but I think it's pretty accurate. It looks a lot like the Minecraft map. The Minecraft map I made was more accurate, but it looks like something I made in Minecraft a long time ago, and I wanted to recreate it in Smash Brothers, so I think I did a good job. Of course, if you want to share it online, I mean, that's why I'm making the video. Let's save it. I didn't change anything, though. Made that one a long time ago. It took me about 4 hours. Late one night, and I just copied it straight off of it. It was fun, but it was challenging because I didn't have many options for block color and stuff like that. So, moving on, it was a good build, but it was good for me to learn how to use the stage builder as well. But that's what I use this one for, which I'm not going to talk about because no one's going to understand what it means. It's an inside joke. It's an inside joke with my friends. This one is a Fire Emblem map that I finally got around to building. It starts with the little pink. It starts with the pink little. It starts with the pink stage, and you stand on that and you fight. This one, so the last one was it was a wall behind you when you fight. This one I wanted to put where you could stand on. So we have obviously a person, girl here, or something like that. I mean, yeah, it's a girl. And we have this book, but only Fire Emblem players are going to understand it. We have at least what looks like a tome or a book. It looks like Morgan's from Awakening, but I decided that it'd be Morgan's book when I was actually building this character right here, which is Tailtew from Fire Emblem Genealogia. So her character is pretty interesting. Building her was a lot tough because she has very interesting hair color and eyes. Those two took a lot of time. Obviously, this is kind of like not the best artistry in the world. You could definitely go online to find much better stage builders. If you want to know, yes, her shirt and dress is exactly how it looks in the game. It's not an 18 and up joke, but that's just how it is. Originally, I made her hair blue a long time ago when I was building it. I made her hair blue, and then I realized it was actually more of a purple. So I had to change it to purple hair, and I changed the hair tie into red because that's what it is in Heroes and Genealogia. You know, she wears this dress and she uses that book. It was the reason I chose her is mainly because in Heroes she's a really good unit. She's a really good hero. She has a very nice personality. And I wanted to do a mage, right? I chose out of all the Fire Emblem characters, we have a couple of them in Smash, to be honest. We got a couple of them, and they're all sword fighters, and there's Robin, too. So I felt like I wanted to do somebody who was different. So I chose a mage, and I was like, who's the best mage? I could do Nino, I could do Sanaki, I could do any of those, like Erica, red mage users like Tharja, or anything like that. And I ended up kind of like blue units like Lind or Deltea, or Morgan. And I ended up picking Morgan's book, and I picked Tailtew, because I like Tailtew. And I want to build her, but it's going to take a couple of merges and a couple of feathers to do that. Now let me explain a little bit more about the map. We have a couple of interesting elements, because this is the second map I ever made. Third map. So I tried to start using some hazards and some elements. We have Tailtew. If you want to know what this hand is for, why is her hand out? It's because she is casting a wind spell, even though it's technically green if you're using wind. But she uses this little... The arrows represent wind, so when people are stuck in that, like actual fighters in the game, they get pushed away. They get pushed in the wind, and then they die. 10 out of 10. So it's a trap, it's a hazard, and if you get knocked into it, you might die. It's nice. The only way to survive is if you get knocked down to Tailtew's feet, and you can kind of grab your way back up. But it's very difficult, and only a couple of fighters can do it. I try to make it so that everyone can do it, but it depends on your being up recovery, and it's definitely tough to do. But that's not the point. Like, the point is, if you die, you die. But if you can make your way back up, you can. We have another wind over here. We got a wind here. And then we got this portal thing. What's the portal for, you say? Well, if you have a fight up here, and you get knocked down into the off stage, and you're not sure how you're going to get back up because you got knocked off stage, you can always go down to the portal and come back up to the top. Now, the portal also plays as a trap if you're on top of the book, and you stand on the left and the opponent stands on the right, and he hits you in a way that puts you through the portal and into the wind, then you're screwed. Because you can only use the portal like once every activation, so it's tough. it's a nice trap, and it's a nice way to save yourself, and I wanted to use a portal, period. I wanted to use a portal somehow. So I thought it was a good place for it to be. We have a couple of ladders, mainly because something about the stage builder spawn rates. You can put somebody here in the center, and someone on top of Tailtooth's head, but there's a chance that they get summoned and start, like the start of the game, they start right on her skirt, or on her dress, and then I added the ladder so that way they could get to the portal. But honestly, the CPU is stupid, so they don't know what to do. And I added that for the humans, because if you get spawned down there and you gotta kill yourself. So it's not cool that that's how that works. But that's my Fire Emblem map, because I wanted to try it out. Because I've seen a lot of really cool people do, like Aqua from Konosuba and Pyrrha from Xenoblade. So I tried one out, and I think it took me a while to build, so, you know, it might be a mistake, but I like it. It's fun to play on, but if you're like a slow character, it's also tough. My last map is the Circle K. This is one of your meme maps, everybody. Probably one of the better ones. If you've ever seen Walmart, the map, Walmart, it's based on just have a brawl at Walmart. Here we go. This is the Circle K. So it's just a little gas station in America, and basically you stand on top of the marble, black and green right here at the bottom. All of the stuff above it is behind you, so you don't actually touch it. Kind of like the Pokemon map. It's kind of behind you in the background. And you can touch the red logo, not the building, but you can touch the lid of the cup, which I added later, but I'll talk about that in a second. And you can get on top of the K right up there. It's kind of hard to tell, but if you can look on your monitor or something, it's there. So you stand right there, and you kind of fight for the Circle K. The mind process was that it would look like Google Maps. When you look at Google Maps, there's a Circle K at some kind of corner of some street, and you kind of park in the steel part right there by the red, and then you go into the building with a logo. It took me a couple tries, honestly, to do the K. I did a lot of different symbols, and I decided to make it bigger and make the K more erratic and more pointy, I guess. And I like that. Then I worked on making some ledges, basically making it look nice. Like all of the road had to be done by me. I added a couple of lines, and it was pretty easy, but the problem I had was, what was I going to do with the left side of the road? The right side of the road was Circle K, easy. But the left side, I decided to do a little cup. So it uses the ice and the denim for a straw in a cup. It worked out pretty nice, I think. The only thing you can touch is the logo, which is red. And you can touch the top of the lid so that you can kind of go through it, kind of like Battlefield or something like that. And this time, just like Tailtooth's map, if you get knocked off, you can end up on these little boxes, and they spin around. And you can fight on that. If you want to save yourself, you can do that, or you can just grab, like, the corner. It's pretty simple. The bumper here exists because the CPU will sometimes try to jump where the bumper is. They'll be, like, on the bumper, where, like, the bumper doesn't exist, but they'd be where it is and try to go up with like Kirby or something, and then they can't get up. So hopefully this bounces them back into the box and they go back up without killing themselves. No, I fixed the problem over here because it was easier to add the land and make it bigger. That way it doesn't get into the way. Pretty good map. It's kind of like Walmart, kind of one of your meme maps. And I think it came out pretty well. It's pretty fun. I like this one better than my other ones. It plays the Gladian theme from Pokemon Sun and Moon. There's no car that comes through, but I mean, I was thinking about adding a car, to be honest. And I didn't run out of materials either. But I mean, I'm like very close to running out of materials. So this map is probably my favorite one. My stages are very, very interesting, huh? So those three took me some time to make, just in like inspiration and like building them. But this is the very first map I ever made, and it's an inside joke. Maybe you know it, maybe you don't. I think some of you might know it, but my friends in Discord, we kind of talk about this image and just like, it's a joke. But yep, Stage Builder is a mistake. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Hit the like button if you want to see more videos from Smash. Maybe when school ends, school's gonna come to an end, and I'll be able to do more videos. So I can't wait for that. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Peace.